Hi, I'm Gabe Josephs, owner of Joseph's Heating and Cooling in South Deerfield, Mass. And welcome to my how-to videos on the Acadia heat pump system. Okay, today what we're going to go over is programming the Hallowell thermostat. You'll notice this says Hallowell and not White Rogers. White Rogers has a separate set of instructions. Okay, the first thing you need to do is need to find your book and you need to get all of your correct thermostat settings. Okay? On one side it's going to be the factory default settings, on the other side it's going to be the correct setting. So how we get into this? What we do is we hit the menu button, we hold installer configuration, and the first menu number one is if it's set for factory it's MS2, the correct setting is HP2. So if it's not set correctly, it will look like that. You'll want to change it to heat pump 2. Okay? You hit the up button for next. It would be factory set for gas. You want it to be electric. Okay? Up. Programming, it could be 5, 7 days, 0, whatever. That's up to each person. Programming set points a day. It's set for 4. Again, that's preference. Okay? You want the next to be the system. You want it to read cool off heat emergency auto. If it doesn't, you want to scroll through till you get that. Okay, then you hit next. Electric heat you want on, so E you want on. Okay, the cycle rate CR you want to have that set for slow. The cycle rate for cooling, it says cool right over here, you want that also set for slow. The cycle rate for emergency, you want set for fast acting. Okay, CL, the compressor lockout, you want on. It's called anti-short cycle. Okay, DL, that's the backlight. You can choose if you want that on. If the unit is powering the thermostat, which it should be, you can choose to have the backlight always on dim. Okay. Room temperature is pre-calibrated, but you can adjust it if you need to. If you put a thermometer on here and it's very accurate and say the thermostat's off by a degree, you can actually turn it down 1 or up 1. Okay? Okay, so Fahrenheit is what most people would have it set for. You can have it set to Celsius. Okay, that's the beep. Okay, B is for beep. I have it set to on so I can hear it beep every time I make a change. Heat, most of the time you'll set the heat down to say 80 degrees so nobody can turn the thermostat over 80. Hopefully you don't need it that warm. Cooling, most of the time you'll set it for 60. Again, hopefully you won't need it that cool. Keypad lockout, you may choose that, but that's really, again, customer preference. I have mine set to off. Okay, and then we get into the heat second stage cycle rate. Okay, so the fast acting heat I've got set to on. Okay, and fast acting cooling I've got set to on. Again, this is right out of the book. Change filter. You can set the filter rate if you want. Just set it to on if that's how you want it, and it will remind you when to change your filter. Same with your humidifier pad. And then you're all done. When you're all set, you just hit run schedule and you're back to the main screen and you are all set. Please make sure your thermostat is programmed like the book shows, otherwise the system is not going to work properly. You also should pull off the thermostat and look at the wiring behind here. Mine's set up for testing purposes. I don't have all the wires hooked up, but WE and W2 are the emergency and the electric heat. Those should be hooked up. So you really want to open it up and take a look and make sure that all of the functions are actually wired on there. And beside that, if you want the fan to run continuous, you can tap fan. When it says on, it'll click and the fan will run continuous. Okay, other than that, system, you can change the different modes. And that's it. Very simple, and take care.